You return, Stira. I pray the hearts of you and your companion are ready. For love is a fragile blossom, and we will test its resilience. Forgive me. I had not realized. My beloved, before she died, was a woman of great strength and fortitude. I called her Stira in our quiet moments. You remind me of her.
Yes, yes, yes! Let's do it!
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Karlak. Her fire within can incinerate an enemy or warm a beloved. Listen. Think. Who does she loathe above all others?
She's the worst of the worst. I suppose the devil can't help her nature, but she's got a really goddamn bad nature.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what is her idea of a perfect day?
You know me too well.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but they sag and suffer with age. The future brings many trials. A decade from now, what will the mighty Karlak do? Where will she be?
Kids, huh? I don't know. How about a really mean goat? But I don't know. Things can change, I guess. I've heard. You really know me, don't you? It's wild. In so many ways, we barely know each other. But where it counts, you're deeper in my head than that tadpole.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to
Oh, still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm weak. Oh, your bond will not save you. He will wrap its cord around your neck and make you swing from it. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Please, enjoy the circus. Which will never be the same without dribbles.
Tribbles is supposed to be nice. Why did he do that? I don't like this. I don't like him.
I have no idea what in the hell's happened back there, but I know me and my kid are standing because of you. Thank you.
I heard what you did about Dribbles. He was a good egg. Thank you for making sure no one else got hurt.
About Neverwhere.
This whole situation stinks. Guild robbers are usually decent enough folk. They take your gold.
He had nothing to do with his death.
Yeah, well, this is how they won't feel alive.
The priests will open the temple up again. You will see. They're good people, holy people.
If you're looking for Ilmater's charity, you're out of luck. They've turned their backs on us, like everyone else.
Can I please have some food? Oh, sorry. I thought you were a priest.
Bet you won't get kicked out of the temple. They blame us for everything. Get away with this.
Those thugs works for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like.
Bet that'll fit in my pack.
The crying one weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered. I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
We let more outsiders in and more Baldurians die. Duke Stelmane, Father Lorcan, it's no coincidence.
We have faith here, Bill. Faith in people, no matter where they're from.
Who had more faith than Father Lorcan? How did that work out? Exactly. Lorgan let a killer into our temple due to his misguided compassion. His faith got him murdered.
Bill, I beg you, be quiet. Even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorgan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid. Thank you, stranger. I take some solace knowing that he died in Ilmater's service.
Does Ilmater's service involve protecting heretic absolutists? Or perhaps I missed that sermon.
Enough, Bill. You seem a kind soul. Our temple is open to you. Walk well.
Of exactly this. Exactly this.
Ilmater's duty is to welcome all into his embrace. Salve all suffering.
By allowing his faith.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater. You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder, and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target. Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Chares's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really. I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
Here goes nothing.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Dwarf, dressed in red. A poisoned blade. Paralysis. Tunnels from the cellar. Refuge.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Hiding Brilgor from fists.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
What ails you? Marsh fever? Feather lung? Be quick, I've not got all day. What do you want to know? I'm not sad. I'm angry. He dedicated his life to the needy. It shouldn't have ended like this. One of the refugees killed him. Cruelly, too. They cut off his hand, sawed right through the bone. I found a paralytic poison on one of his wounds. Logan was alive while they took the hand. He just couldn't scream. It's sick. We give them everything, and all we get is nothing but a good man to bury. Please, leave me be.
But his
If you won't help us, at least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Still means death. Crime of passion or deeper conspiracy.
Ah, a new face. Something to send? Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they? Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. Well, if it's not too much trouble, I'd be much obliged. Any letters you find, bring them back to me, unopened, of course, and there's some gold in it for you. Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Yes, fine. Just give me the letters. Still sealed. Thank the gods. You've no idea the kindness you've done me. What a relief. Normal service resumed at last.
When will I get to train the dogs again, Miss Marcia?
Hi.
Yeah, I'm caring for the courier dogs. Mahia's my boss. She's mean, but Dad says she'll toughen me up. She's an educator. She says if somebody doesn't listen, shout louder. And if they still don't listen, fetch the rod.
Dringo, get back to work. And you, what do you want? This is a private yard. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please, I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
Scratch! Oh, it's good to see you, boy!
Shut up, Dringo, and get back to work. And you've been slacking as well, Scratch, my boy. This dog is property of Sword Coast Couriers. I'll take him off your hands now. I can do whatever I please. He's my dog. Now get out. This is a private yard. I'm not surprised. Gomwick always indulged him. And he's got a spark in his eye I don't like. Looks lively. Take the useless mutt if you're so inclined. I'll have nothing more to do with him.
It's not just Scratch. She's always hurting the dogs.
Shut your mouth, Dringo. Last warning. Fine. You think you can do a better job without me? Be my guest. They're a useless bunch of mongrels. You're welcome to them.
You got rid of her? I'll do a better job looking after these dogs than she ever did. I promise.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
Don't give a damn about us.
Normal service.
Pigeons are very sensitive. They can't fly straight if they're disturbed.
Name and rank! Quickly now! There's a war on! At ease! At ease! I am Commander Lightfeather, leader of the finest aerial communication regiment this side of the Triumpha. State your purpose, Groundwalker. I don't have all day. Damned awful business. Fine flyers, a lot of them. Gone without a trace. Intelligence is in short supply, but we know our enemies flanked us on the west side, not one rooftop away. They're avoiding the whole area. I won't lose one more beak to the blighter. If If you pass that way, beware the sign of the featherless wings. From that rooftop, none return.
That'll make a
Citizens
great headline.
only. Again. But we won't clear from arm. There's nowhere else to go. Please.
Orders are orders. Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Boulder's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. We are, and I am. It's my editor who seems to have forgotten. Mr. Needle's gotten pally with that Lord Gortash. Suddenly can't sing his praises highly enough. Seems like everything we write needs Gortash's approval. Can't recognise my own work by the time they're done editing. Oh, they know some of it. Most would rather bury their heads in the sand anyway. Saves them the bother of feeling responsible. I'll try and get the truth across. Who knows? Maybe a line or two will meet Mr. Needle's approval. I won't be holding my breath.
We don't need your kind.
Fascinating.
Our kind? Refugees. Outsiders.
Our readers will be outraged.
Sir, you need to stay.
This is front page material.
That might be worth a look.
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Open up.
Quite a spot, eh? Knocks the breath out of me to get up here. But the views are worth it.
Something good here, I hope.
There's no point arguing with the guard.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on, kill it. Absorb its power.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Still on my feet.
Fuck yes. Handy.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
I'll take that. Here we go. Swift as my feet can carry me. I should speak up.
Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Bet I can crack that open.
That might be worth a look.
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
I'm afraid I must insist you do not pet the hound.
My love, you can't keep being so rude to strangers. It's just a dog.
All the grabbing and touching startles poor Biscotti. I will not apologise for caring about my boy. Oh, trust me. Your eyes say it all. Everyone wants to pet him.
Some of us don't.
Isn't he just? I'm so very glad they let animals in the camp. Means Biscotti can be kept away from that awful war.
Oh, yes. As long as the dog is okay, he's happy. Give me strength.
Glad to see you. Glad to see anybody, really. It was a lonely road getting here through those abandoned farmlands, and I'm a sociable sort.
To be fair, for a miserable collection of shabby hovels jam-packed with wretched refugees, this place isn't bad at all.
I'm not leaving you here. Not for any reason.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? Well, I was gonna sell the finest alchemical tinkerings the gate had ever seen, but the bureaucrats had other ideas. They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Chares's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it. Actually got here safely. Towing along my wife's sister and mother. Or maybe they towed me along, eh?
Can't stand her, can't stand her, can't stand her! My sister-in-law. All law and no sister.
How did the wine sack get in?
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it?
Had done the right things. Don't take that on yours.
Washing my pits, this is the song when up. Aye! Gonna blood not get any bleeding privacy around here. Bunch of perverts, the lot of you.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him. We made it alive to Baldur's Gate. Almost, anyway. But I can't complain. When I look at Bex and realize she's safe, it's hard not to weep from joy.
We made it through hell, twice. I know now that as long as Danis and I stick together, we can do anything.
What a sad situation. The once proud tieflings of Elturel, reduced to beggars.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
Guess we could hollow robes a lot. We're not leaving him here. Not for any reason.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded. You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I'd miss them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hit him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
The state of this car. Wait, what were they thinking?
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered. Fucking shapeshifter. She'll try to break our best asset, our trust. Fortunately, she's no match for our second best asset, me.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Back off! I found these apples first.
There'll always be more. They spread like locusts.
So we should do nothing. Just wait for the next wave.
Should we fortify the camp? Wait for the vampires to strike here?
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. I did not. Although I suspect you knew that much already. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey, Vald Durovna. Frey, Vald Blast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. The wretched undead.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel. But this one is new to me.
A friend met on the road, my lady. I told you of the stranger in the swamp. They killed not only that Fenn's hag, but also the undying General Thorm, if the rumors are true.
2 fine trophies. Perhaps I can interest you in a third. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one. Our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did. Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Orin toys with us where she could destroy us. Whatever her motivations, I hope she reveals them quickly. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the... Moving ahead. I need a quick word.
So Bal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, He's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that. You think me lonely? In truth, I prefer travel in a small pack such as this. Unburdened by numbers, we're free to act rather than react. A little like the old days. With allies every bit as peculiar. Give or take a few tadpoles. Would you? In time, then. Perhaps once you found a rocking chair for me to doze off in. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. I believe you. You remind me of another I knew, marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. It's something of a gamble, true, but if I can win, if I can beat him, it would be worth any risk. So yes, I do worry about facing him. But if we can get his attention, finding the ritual's location will be much easier, and that could give me the edge I need. Darling, I thought... Lead on.
Hey, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
What harm? She's little, won't take up much space, or make much of a dent in our provisions.
Yes! You've got a fire and everything. I can cook really good. Whatever you want. Thank you, thank you.
I'm just a cat. But please, talk to Yenna. Why are you so nosy? Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life. But please don't. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire. Nothing less will do.
There is nothing to forgive. It is only right to mourn.
We shed tears today.
Rechty.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. Even you, my erstwhile quarry.
Oh, hello again.
Frey.
I feel we're intruding. We should leave quickly.
Calm yourself. You will not be harmed. Our leader has called off the hunt. She wishes to speak to you.
Him or... So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future.
When I was hunting you, I was to bring you back here, interrogate you, discover how to save our children, and then destroy you.
But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean, kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
We are not. But perhaps we can give you a chance to do deeds just as worthy of song. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could not. You could save the children you damned.
You don't know Khazad-dûr like I do. He's merciless. You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you, they're already dead. I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them.
I know our plight is grim, but if there is even a chance to save them, we must take it.
If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that, Spawn.
I suppose. Yes. Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me and all my people. If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives, broken families, and caused immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed. Please go. Time is short, but we will see you again when it is done.
As long as we stand together.
Maybe I need more pockets. Footprints leading right into that cave.